What's up, dude? Scorpion K3 here, back again with another episode of Modded Minecraft. Last time we got a little bit of dabble into mechanism, and this time we'll continue to work on our mechanism setup and try and maybe expand our base a little bit to make room for everything. Might take a trip into the nether after a bit, but for now I think we need to look into our next creation. We need more power currently. Thankfully we got a bit of coal during our last little mining session, so we'll be able to keep things rolling on that. We're making more steel for making a purification chamber, which we need an enrichment chamber, which means we need 2 steel casings. We need actually a fair bit more iron, don't we? Or not iron, steel. We need a fair bit more steel. Luckily, we have a few blocks of iron to work with. And some more coal, which we'll have to use in our metallurgic infuser. So I'm going to go ahead and add 9... Yeah, I'll put another 18 coal in here. We'll turn that into yet more steel. Molten tin, 2 blocks. What do we need? Oh, we needed tin for our jetpack. That's what we needed it for. And we needed some control circuits. And we're going to be flying here pretty soon. Looking forward to that. Grab this. Actually, really quick, I'm going to go chop down some trees. That's really what I need to do. And I will do so after getting some more steel up and running. Put that steel in there. That out of here, put in the iron. That way when we get back we'll have more steel. Trees that I want to cut down. And we'll go for shorter ones, just for ease of functionality at first. We will be making a tool that'll cut down the whole tree in a single chop eventually, but that requires more casting, and I don't feel like doing that right this instant. Climb up here. Cut down this tree, I suppose. Now, thankfully, mechanism isn't too difficult to get started on the... Well, what I'm going for is an ore triplicator, so it'll be able to produce 3 times the ingots from a single ore. And there is a better system that will get 5 times the ore, or 5 times the ingots for a single ore, but it really requires you to be set up in a desert, and I don't like living in deserts because the monsters there generally are pretty mean. Plus, I don't know where there is a desert currently, I don't think. Yeah, no, we haven't seen a desert yet. So for now, we'll go back down and not have industrial... Ouch, my ankles. Harvest more pumpkins since they're coming along nicely. We'll be able to make lots of pumpkin stew, which is kind of cool. And I'll also be making jack-o'-lanterns soon. No, I didn't want to put it on, you goofy game. Harvest some more wheat, plant some more resources, and things are going pretty well on our little farm here. There's so many pumpkins that are almost growing faster than we can properly harvest them. Almost, but not quite. So for now, I wanted to create a crafting table down for over here because I'm sick of the back and forth. And now that's on its way. We want a jetpack too, so we'll start with that. Jetpack. Basic jetpack. Move items. Boom jams. We got a basic jetpack now. We'll put it in the hydrogen side and grab the buckets. We'll need some water to get that started off, which there's some over here, if I remember right. Yeah. Bucket of water. Put the bucket in, put the bucket in, put the bucket in. Yeah. Now we're slowly getting our hydrogen, and our oxygen is filling up, which is nice. Put this back in over here. We'll need more coal. We had 7, so we need 11 more. Not there. Here. Yeah. There we go. Now for our purification chamber. We need these advanced circuits, which requires lapis. Oh, right. No, there's got to be an easier way to make the advanced circuits. I feel like the industrial version is a bit too complex. Where? Actually, let's do it this way and see how. Yeah, see, that's a lot easier. Enriched alloy, redstone. Okay, that's much simpler. Still requires our metallurgic infuser, but hey, I would prefer to go for the easy stuff over the holy crud, this is annoying stuff. I think while everything's cooking away, I think I'll make another chest. Another one of these storage crates for precious materials. I know we need 4 chests. Storage. There we go. 4 chests? Yeah. Like that. And we need those casings, which is sticks, and I'll save 2 of those. Put there, there. Oh no, it's like this, isn't it? Yeah. Got our casings, put them there. Our chests in the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 2 more storage crates. I will put one here for now. Put ingots in it. And put one over here for ores. So we can start with a little bit of organization. Get our ores and precious materials, so to speak. Our ingots and precious materials to their own unique spot. That way we can have this be more of a catch-all and have a little bit of organization. So let's grab all of our ores out of here, because we'll eventually put them through our smeltery, or our, what will become our triplication system. Nope, not you. You. There we go. Put you in here. And you are just cranking away, filling us up with some hydrogen. Flight is always awesome. There we go. More steel blend. Now we need some enriched alloys. No. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I put in 10? No, I put in 8. There we go. There we go. Make some more of that. How's our ore on iron? Only got 6. Our steel blend is schmelting down. Put that in and do a little bit of mining, I think. Yeah, I'll hit up the mines a little bit. just because it's a thing we need to do. Hey, look, iron. I knew we'd need some. Thankfully, we found some relatively quickly. So yeah. I know we'll need more, so I'll keep mining for a little bit. And if I run too long into this mining, oh, yellow right. We will be needing that sooner rather than later, much to my chagrin. But I have a Big Reactors mod installed, and it's great for power output. Arguably one of the best mods for raw power output with a fairly simplistic function cost. Like, you use yellorium and that's about it. It's pretty convenient on that front. And you'll just 1, 2, and 1, yeah. All the resources we're finding. Ask and ye shall receive, I suppose. I didn't expect to have quite such a bountiful harvest, but hey, I'm certainly not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. We need redstone for our enriched alloy, and definitely need our iron and coal. What are you? Hardened stone. Come back up here, throw down torches, because we don't like zombie spawns. Continue our little mine shaft, I suppose. It's always fun. Hey, look! That lapis I was talking about needing, we have found some. But that was for a different methodology, using industrial engineering, I think was the mod pack that we could make the advanced circuits that way, but that's probably not how we're going to do things, because that's a bit unnecessarily overcomplicated would be the nice way of putting it, if you ask me. I like mods that are sweet, simple, and you just use your G's. We are finding so much iron. This is so nice. We're going to need a lot of it for all of the mechanism stuff, because between making steel and enriched alloys, and it's a heavy tax, but once we get it all up and running, we will be tripling our ores, so that makes our need for iron a bit less intensive. And our hammer just broke, which is as good a time as any to tell us skedaddle back up to the surface and continue our work. And eat some foods. Now we'll throw cobblestone into here, basalt into here, hardstone, cobblestone, yeah, there we go. Redstone, lapis, coal, all that jazz here. And that little mining trip netted us 41 iron, which I'm certainly not going to complain about. We've got enriched alloy. What do we run out of? Power? Did we run out of power? Yeah. Thankfully coal, which I put over here, is not in short supply. Maybe not super abundant supply, but definitely not short supply. So, wait a little bit for our power to run things and get things operational. Woo! A little bit of drifting. Now we take the enriched alloy. What else do we need? Grab that, grab that. Did I put a bunch of stuff in here that I shouldn't have? No, I think just the osmium ore. Okay. Now we want a purification chamber. Purification chamber. There we go. Which needs these advanced circuits, so control circuits and enriched alloy. Enriched alloy. Just crank it away. Oh, you need a little more water. Maybe I'll be smart and make a little infinite source of water down here. I'm sure someone was yelling at me about that. Because that would save me the running up and down all the time business. Repair our hammer really quick. And then go get some water so we can have infinite water. Nope, actually I'm gonna sleep. I don't like dealing with the monsters in this mod pack. I'm sure I'll still have to deal with some because this mod pack is mean to me. Hey look, speak to the devils. Or beasties, I suppose. Ouch. I don't have any armor. Be nice to me, I'll cry. Stop shooting at me. Die. Ow, what? Ah, freaking minotaurs. They hit so hard. I'm not a fan. Die. Yeah. Cow tipper. I got it for killing a minotaur. Minotaurs are mean, as you can see. They hit really hard, especially if you're not wearing armor, like my silly butt is, or is not doing. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hilarious, but not what I wanted. Pour in a bunch of water. So we can keep our jetpack filling up with hydrogen. Did we already run out of energy? No. This just takes a bunch of energy. Got it. Our oxygen's gonna fill up soon, and when that happens, it'll shut off our little engine. But for now, we're working on a purification chamber. Purification chamber. We need an enrichment chamber, so we need more steel casing. So we need more steel, which we have cooking away currently. And we're actually getting pretty close to being able to do our ore triplication system. Iron, gotta pull out the steel, pull out the osmium. Enriched alloy, how many do we need for, we need 2 advanced circuits, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, got those boys. We need 4 for this, and then we need some more control circuits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Let's do 9. Grab this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9. Thank you. Excuse me. Waiting for things to smelt can be a bit painful. I mean, we're not waiting for them to smelt. We're waiting for everything to process and do what we want, but it is probably the longest lasting part of this whole mechanism thing, is waiting for everything to run so you can keep the ball rolling, so to speak. Now we need this, and we need this, and this, and this. Glass. We need glass. I know we made more than we needed last time, because I knew we would need more. I just wasn't sure how much more. So this, need this. So we need this, we need that. Make missing redstone. Grab our redstone. This, make it boom jams. So now we need a second one of these, I know. Two enrichment chambers is much better for life. Because we need 1 for our setup, and then we need 1 to make our purification chamber. So now we have that setup going. And then we need, I think that's actually it, is we need the purification chamber, the enrichment chamber, the crusher, and then I usually put a smelter on the end. So I think we really have all we need now for our triplication system. This will supply us. Oh, that's what we need. We need the mechanism tubes for moving piping. We need that one. Pressurized tube. Pressurized tube is steel around glass. Steel around glass. We'll need that for our airflow problem, and then we'll need pipes. Steel around a bucket. See, we use a lot of steel. Steel around a bucket. Do we get the bucket back? No, it gets consumed. Okay, that's fair. Annoying, but fair. And so I need to remember the proper setup. I think it's purification chamber, then enrichment chamber, I don't know. I'll figure it out here in a second. Gonna clear out a little bit of space for this whole setup. Okay, now we will need I think it's purification chamber, enrichment chamber, crusher. And the purification chamber needs gas flowing into it, which we will get from our metallurgic, or not our metallurgic infuser, our electrolytic separator. So we want our electrolytic separator like here, because yeah, that's pumping the oxygen into here, filling this up with oxygen. This will still fill up with hydrogen, and then we want a mechanical pipe here so that we can pump water into this guy. And then it should be, they all need power, so we'll put our power things here, here, here. So everyone's supplied with power. Well, they're not supplied with power, they have the potential to be supplied with power. We'll put our furnace generator here, throw some more coal into him, and see about if we have this set up right. This should start functioning. Are you not compatible with guessing you're not compatible with what I want you compatible with. You can be crushered? Can you be crushered? Now, is there any way to double this ore? Pyrotheum and petrothium. Uranium grit. I don't think electric pulverizer creates 2 dust. Does dust smelt into? Yeah, so want to know how to turn yellorium into more than one resource. We don't want just pulverizer turns it into 2. Oh, it's the redstone crusher that does the doubling, and then we can just smelt it naturally. Oh, enrichment chamber turns it into 2, but does uranium grit just smelt? Yes, it does. We have an enrichment chamber, so boom jams? Yeah, cool. But this should take iron, right? Yeah, that produces 2. eats through oxygen pretty quickly, but we'll roll with that for now. Gotta get things more set up here in a second, but for now I want more Yellorium for a very specific reason. And we will be working towards what is big reactors. Now this, we want auto eject on. So hopefully this will automatically pump into there once it's done. We will have to wait and see. You can go away now. I don't need this infinite source of water currently. Now you are done. Take you out. Input, did it, and output. We need this output, yeah. Auto eject on. Auto eject on. You should be accepting input from here, yeah. Input here. Output over here. What am I doing wrong? Why are you not outputting? Is this the wrong order? Do I need to go... Oh, it might be the wrong order. Because it luckily won't output to the wrong thing. So what if we put the crusher here and enrichment chamber here? No, I wanted the enrichment chamber there. Silly game. Enrichment chamber. Put input. Yeah, there we go. It turns the clumps into a movable thing. Yep, and it auto puts it into there, and then the dirty iron dust gets turned into what should be 3, I think is where it happens. No, just pulverized iron. Oh, we put them in here and it got tripled over. So we have our very basic ore triplication setup. We'll add a system to keep this building oxygen, because as you can see we've run out of power over here and this generator won't last us that long, so we need to come up with a more permanent power solution so we can keep our triplication system running. But for now, I think I'll end the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and